So this is exactly what I'm telling you. So we're on the far side, the western side, the northwestern side of Yeptons, on the rock, Pillar Rock, and we're looking down at the dredge. The dredging operation is ongoing. That's up in the St. John's Harbour, and that's, here we go, that's the St. John's Harbour, and that's the cruise ship at berth in harbour in port. That's the commercial port, Deepwater Harbour. And this is the dredging operation in foreground. The dredge is working, and so to the right, that would be the front of the dredge. It's dredging at whatever depth. The dredge material is coming through these pipes at the back, and it is pumped along the line, that line in the water, to this point coming up here. And as you can see, the pipe that's coming up out of the water. So what they're doing, they're dredging over there, and they're pumping the dredge material through the pipe. They elevate the pipe, and it is being spewed out. So they're dredging in the channel, and they're spewing the dredge material on the southern side. That's it coming out the pump there. They're not taking the dredge material anywhere offshore or onshore. It's pumped on the southern side. So that's 4 years of dredging, millions and millions of dollars. 4 years of dredging, that's what's happening. So let's try to make our way over here. If we can maneuver ourselves carefully, because we're precariously perched on this ridge looking down, and that's just a sheer cliff, a drop. So if you're squirmish and you're fearful of heights, that's it. And a drop down here, down on the rocks below, wouldn't be nice. It would be curtains for me down here. And this is the dangers we put ourselves through to let you know what's happening. That's the West Indies Oil Sea Island Pier for the fuel carriers, bulk carriers, and that's Sisters. And this is what is happening. So the dredge is working, and here's where they're pumping, and you see the slick that is being formed, murky. So let's try and make our way off of this rock. Yeah. Sure-footed as a goat. And so that you have an idea of what is happening. So yes, we're perched on a rock. They're dredging here. The pipe is scooping all along here. And here it is. Pumped, and this is the slick that is formed. That murky slick along the bay. That's where they're pumping all this material. That's where they're pumping all this material. Okay? The dredge material. So that's Fort Barrington. That's on the hill there, Fort Barrington. Yep, that's Fort Barrington there. And they're pumping the dredge material. Would you believe it? Millions of dollars, 4 years of dredging, and this is what is happening. So I want you to know, that's the channel right there, the channel markers. So you see those two markers out in the water, orange, burgundy looking, and a green. That's them there. And so you tell me if this makes sense. They're using millions of dollars of your money, dredging and pumping the silt. So when the current shifts, doesn't it go right back into the channel? Does it not go right back into the channel? I want to say thank you to my fisher folk in this area and my recreational divers who alerted me to this crime, because they dive this area and they're telling me all the reef and the habitat for the fish and the marine life is damaged, because when you dive down, they say when it's all silted over. So all the marine life, the reef in this area, the nice spots for diving in this area is covered with the silt that they refuse to take out to sea or put on land. And here it is in operation, full effect. This is what is happening. So when they tell you Namco is spending millions, when Western told you that national housing is burning money, this is what they're talking about. This is what they're talking about. This is it. This is it. They're dredging and spilling the dredge material, moving it from one room in the house to another room just right next door to the channel. Millions of dollars, burning money, and they can't move the stone in the road. What a thing. Wicked set of people. They need to be voted out. Well, well, well. This is what they're doing with their money. After 4 years of dredging, they dredge the harbour and pump the silt right here down at Yaptons, destroying this coastline right here rather than taking it out to sea. So if there's a ship, and those are the channel markers, those are the channel markers right there. If there's a shift in the current, right there in the channel, if there's a shift in the current, you can see the channel markers clearly. The green and orange burgundy looking buoy markers marking the channel for the passenger cruise, commercial shipping to come up into the lane to go into the harbour, and they're dumping it just next to the channel. Well, well, well. I am George Wenner and I'm here at Yaptons. Millions of dollars in Namco. I want to know what the DCA, the Port Authority, Fisheries Division, what are they doing about this? Because anything involving the dredging of the seabed, DCA is involved, fisheries is involved with the covering of the marine life habitat here, destroying the ecosystem, and the Port Authority with the channel markers, even the Department of Marine Services with transportation and shipping and registry, the ship registry. Are you aware of this? Is this allowed? You tell me that nobody is aware. Are we seeing this on ABS? I am George Wenner reporting to you live for realnewsantigua.com.